Times get tough. We're going through some tough times right now. For sure, we're definitely going through some tough times. Now, if you haven't done this already, and we're all probably doing this to some degree, have you determined how you, as a leader, as a business leader, are going to respond? Now, whether that's by default, which you're probably already doing, or by design, which you're being very proactive about. So, 3 ways to respond to any type of adversity, any type of downturn, difficulty, COVID-19, 2021, 22, anything like that. There's 3 ways to respond. One way, as a spectator. It's those people that say, hey, we're going to wait and see. We're going to watch what happens as the situation develops. We're going to see what happens next week, next month, the week after, and then we're going to act, right? And it's interesting because next week becomes the following week and next month becomes the following month. It's just strictly as a spectator, we'll wait and see. Second way to respond is, and you're seeing a lot of people doing this, a lot of business leaders, and I'm going to get a lot of criticism on this because this is going on the internet, is as a victim. This is where it's like, Corona! You make excuses. As if you're the only one who's experiencing quarantines, in their communities, business closures, economic downturns. You make excuses, you blame others, you start to blame, this person and this political arena. You start to blame your team. You start to blame everybody around you when you really should be turning that inward. But you're a victim, right? It's like there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. It's just unfortunate. I guess you just have to accept your fate. The third way that you can respond in all this, in any kind of adversity, any type of downturn, any type of difficult situation, is as a game changer. Okay? That is, you accept the reality of a situation. You say, oh, okay, this is what it is. We have to adapt, we have to adjust, we have to innovate, and we got to take some serious action. You accept what you can control and understand what you can't control, and rather than spending all this time arguing with reality, the realities of the situation, you're focusing your time and energy, your team's time and energy around doing the things that are going to move you through, move you out, so you're not just, let's wait it out. You're being proactive. You're becoming better. Now you have to think, okay, well, what is really the biggest barrier around all this? Why isn't every business leader, why isn't every law firm owner innovating and adapting and being creative? Because actually very few are. Most are not. Most are, hunkered down in the bunkers. What is the biggest barrier to innovation and creativity? Well, it turns out the biggest barrier to those things, the biggest barrier behind adaptation, creativity, innovation is fear. Fear. It's holding you back, right? Fear, sometimes defined as false evidence appearing real, but that is what holds most people back. And it's less about trying to think, well, how do I take action without fear? Because chances are, if you're doing anything, if you're a business leader, if you're an entrepreneur, none of us can predict the future. None of us have a crystal ball, so you don't know. You can't guarantee the outcome of pretty much any decision. So a part of that, requires courage. It's being scared. I'm scared a lot. I'm stressed a lot. All these different things. I'm a human being as well, but not letting that stop you from taking action and taking risks. And if you're trying to eliminate all risks from your life, because I see a lot of people doing this, what you're actually doing is also simultaneously eliminating all possibility from your life. At some point, you've got to decide that it's time to quit living in fear and start living. And if you're still resistant to adapting to the situation at hand, to adapting your business, well, I would ask you, what will happen if you don't adapt, if you don't evolve, and if you don't innovate?